and welcome back to Punk Rave Australia Reviews. I'm DestroyerMariko, and that's right, we are finally back after all the chaos of last year, and as you can tell, I'm pretty excited. By the way guys, I forgot to mention that everything Punk Rave Australia has sent to me was sent as a gift, but I will always give you my honest opinion in every review. Before we get into today's Night Elf outfit though, let's talk about some of the changes that have happened in the past year. I mean, the most obvious visually is I've got blue hair now, whereas the last time I was on one of these reviews, it would have been the brown hair. I've also got like some colour up the back, which you'll see when I do a twirl. But no, in terms of Punk Rave Australia, there's been some changes as well. So if you go to their website, you'll now see that they are bringing in more plus size outfits, which I know some of my friends will be into, especially because like way back when Punk Rave brand started, a lot of it was like Asian sizes that even I struggled to fit into. So yeah, they're finally like opening up even more to international sizing. So that's going to be really exciting for some of you out there. The other thing they've got going is, oh yeah, so if you look at the website, there's now a daily life section, which I think is sort of like more toned down. You could wear every day instead of the more elaborate kinds of clothing that they have. And they've also got a footwear section, and there's just like so many things. They've got boots, they've got heels, all kinds of stuff, which I haven't really had a chance to dive into, but yeah, worth having a look. Also with the website, there's a few more filtering options, so you can see which ones come from Australia and which ones are shipping from China, and also which ones are in stock and out of stock. There's all this filtering stuff. So yeah, some big improvements over at the website. As for some more changes on my end of things, so technologically I've had a bit of an upgrade. Hopefully the picture looks a bit nicer now that I finally got a new phone. Also when we have a look at the website, I've now finally got my computer set up so that I can capture that live, and hopefully it'll sound a bit more natural than me trying to, you know, read things out and sync it up all later. So yeah, the audio will be slightly different, but yeah, I'm hoping that you guys will like the way that I do that better now. As for this video, there's also going to be a few things different because they sent me stuff for 4 reviews in one go, and so I've got this huge box and a package to unwrap. So let's start with just unboxing everything. I'm not going to open everything because we've got 3 other reviews after this in this package, but I'll open it up and we can have some fun, and it's like my celebration that these reviews are back. So let me set up for that and we'll see what's inside. At least vaguely, I don't want to spoil too much of what's coming up. All right, so here we are. It's quite a big package. Before I open it, a quick word on shipping times. So these were ordered for me on Good Friday, so we had the Easter public holidays, and despite that, the Aussie package came in a few days, and the China package came in maybe about a week, considering, yeah, public holidays. So for me, that was actually really fast because I know globally shipping has been a bit disrupted. So yeah, I was actually surprised to get it so quickly. Now this package, I've never had a box from Punk Rave Australia before. Usually they just come in these little bags, but I guess with four reviews in one go, yeah, we've had to put it in a box, and my gosh, it is so well taped up that I don't know exactly where to tackle it to open it. But we'll give it a go. Oh, wow. That is so well packaged. I ended up turning it upside down and finding a spot where I could get my scissors going. Woo! I feel like I've had a workout opening that, but okay, so packages. Now, as I said, I'm not going to open anything that isn't specifically for this review, but unboxing. Woo! Oh my god, this one's huge. I think this one is for, oh, that might be for the next review. And it's really like heavy. Oh my god. Oh, I can't wait to review this one. That one's gonna be fun. Right, next up, I think this is one for today. This will be the shorts. So I'll just put them up here. Let's have a look what else. Alright, I think this one is also for today. So I'll put that there. And then, ooh, we've got a couple of tiny ones. Ooh, I wonder what they are. That's going to be cool. I'm so keen for them as well. And then this one, oh, this one will be the last review. And it's a bit different. It's from the Daily Life range. So that's going to be my first chance to see what that's like. And that's it for this big box. While we're here, we might as well also do the Aussie ones that have just got everything in one go. Now, this one I'm pretty sure will be for the 3rd review. So 2 reviews away from this one. And yeah, Australia Post satchels are a lot easier to open if I don't mess it up. I just get a little bit nervous. I don't want to cut into anything on the inside. But because they are in these bags, they're pretty like decent plastic. So yeah, not too much risk that you're going to accidentally cut into something, but I always like to be careful. But yeah, no, so Australia Post satchel is much easier to open than the really well taped up box. I mean, you want that for international shipping, but when you're trying to open it and you really want to just get to your clothes, it's like, oh my god, too much excitement. Anyway, wow, I've gotten myself really hyped up. Now there's another little satchel in here, and ooh, should I open it now? Because I think I will. I thought about saving it for the next review, but it'll have the Punk Rave bag in there, so that's what we'll open in that review when it comes up. But yeah, so they really like to ship things very securely so that nothing gets damaged on the way. And yeah, this is for review 3, and that's also going to be really different. Review number 3 from this set of 4. Yeah, I can't wait to show you because we're doing something a little bit different, and they took some of my ideas on board, and I really like that about Punk Rave Australia, like not just as a customer, but as a reviewer. They actually take my ideas into consideration. So yeah, anyway, for today, the Night Elf. Alright, so for this part of the video, we are over at the computer, and yeah, now I can record things live. So this is the Gothic Night Elf Angel hooded top, but as you can see in the picture, and I hope it is picking up my mouse, but yeah, in the picture, this is the overall look that we're going for in terms of the top and the shorts for the Night Elf outfit. But let's have a look at this top first. So as you can see, it's currently shipping from Australia. And we've got a description down here. So the ladies' Gothic Night Elf Angel hooded top is made from black woven twill elastic fabric with black lace fabrication, slim fit style with generous hood, open V neckline, front with contrasting crisscross corset style decoration with extended line straps with high grade metal skulls pendants, sleeveless design, and it goes all the way up to 2XL. Now this sleeveless hoodie tee has good elasticity, very stretchy, will fit a bust 80 centimeters up to 104 centimeters. So yeah, stretchy. Those ones, I really like the stretchy stuff because they're always comfortable. Let's have a look closer, and you can see, yeah, that sort of, I mean, they say like this corset style, but what it makes me think of is like a sort of spiderweb kind of vibe. And so, yeah, I do have like a skirt that's kind of spiderwebby, and yeah. Oh, and here's the hood. I love stuff with hoods, especially hoods that like aren't too tight. And this one, yeah, it looks like a decent sort of size there. What's a little bit unusual is that it is a sleeveless kind of design, and I guess like most hooded stuff is more designed for like cooler weather, but sometimes what if you want to wear one and it's still summer or it's hot weather, or maybe you're on stage under hot lights and you want to have a hood, maybe you get a sleeveless thing. So yeah, I don't have anything like this in my wardrobe, and I think it'd be kind of cool. And it also, like, whether you put the hood up or take it down, it kind of changes the look as well, which I like. Now here you can see just the front and the back without the model. And yeah, that sort of spiderweb look is mainly on the front. And then we've got the side view. And here's a close-up of that sort of spiderwebby pattern. And then here, yeah, the little skulls and things. This is something I really love about Punk Rave Australia's items, is they do have these extra little details. You know, like you could just do the overall look, but no, they've got the extra little touches, which I think really adds to it. And like, look at this little like skeleton claw kind of thing. That stuff's fun. There's a closer look of what the fabric's gonna be like. And yeah, this is the overall night elf outfit that we're going for. And then here on the last, they always do this with their pictures, is the last image is the sizing, and so you can see which sizes, and you know, the recommended height, bust, waist, hips. I guess hips probably isn't that relevant for this because it's a top, but yeah, that gives you an idea. So for me, I'm in the extra small to small size, and that's the top. Now let's see if I get this right, we can go across to the shorts. They're called the military watcher shorts. So sometimes when they have an outfit, they'll name them similar things, but this is one of those unusual ones where it's named slightly differently. This one's currently shipping from China. I think both of my items came from China, but they must have got stock of the top into Australia. But yeah, you can check where things are coming from. Now, as for the description on this, ladies' military watcher shorts are made from non-elastic black texture. So, non-elastic as opposed to the top, which is more elastic. Non-elastic black texture coated woven fabric and black mesh material with black PU leather, small waistband with adjustable front-only fake belt and additional belt loops for real belt. So fake belt just means it's like it's meant to look like a belt, but it's not actually. Asymmetrical designed adjustable strap with double layer mesh decoration across center front, visible front zipper, front pockets, side with wide inverted U with double strap decoration that connects to thigh strap. Detachable thigh strap is double layer mesh and shows individual bullet holders. What? That's really cool. Back with mesh decorative back pockets, plus sizing available. So yeah, this one, if we look at the sizes, goes all the way up to 4XL. So that's 2 extra sizes above what the top fits. The top's stretchy, but I don't know exactly how far you could go with that. But this one does have that plus sizing. All right, so yeah, there's some fun stuff going on here. Yeah, now I've never really been much of a shorts person, but after the one that Punk Rave Australia sent me last year, if you remember that review, they were actually really comfortable. So yeah, now I'm like, maybe I should get into shorts. And you know, one of my concerns is like you are showing a lot of skin, but there's some great leggings as well that I've gotten from Punk Rave Australia. So if I am having one of those days where I'm feeling insecure, I'll just chuck on some of the leggings. But yeah, no, they're shorts. I was surprised how comfortable they are. Oh my gosh, her hand's in the way, a bit hard to see the size, but you'll see that when I do a twirl. And yeah, this leg strap is really interesting. I've never had that before. Now she's got a different top on here, but yeah, you can see the general gist of it. Here's that front view. So yeah, here's that sort of, I think this might be the fake belt, and then that bit might be a real belt. Are they giving us a belt in there, or is it just the look? I'm not sure. We'll have a look when we open it. We've got the mesh sort of design here, and that connects to that thigh strap. So yeah, very, very interesting, like I've not had before. It does have these sort of side straps. Do we have a side view? Yeah. So this is a little bit similar to what I had on the last shorts, but there's only 2, and I think it doesn't go as high as the previous one. So yeah, you don't want to be wearing like, you know, large underwear. Like you want ones with where the strap is a little bit small so you're not showing too much there, which is something I discovered on the last one. But yeah, no, it's I think really good for summer, this overall outfit, because you know you do have that extra air in there. And even the pockets look like they're mesh as well. And oh, are those little D-rings you can hang things off? I'm not sure. We'll have a closer look. Yeah, close up on those side straps. And there's that mesh. And that's, I guess, just I think that's the connector for the leg strap thing. Oh, and I love their little buttons. They're always kind of cute. So here's an alternative outfit with, I'm not sure if they have this shirt in stock, but yeah, it's kind of cute how they have, you know, they've got the strap here and then the top that's matched here as the strap. But yeah, no, we're doing the Night Elf. And here is the sizing. So as you can see, this one, it's not one of those combined size. Each one has their own one, and I think that's because it's not stretchy. So for me, I'm in the small. And yeah, it goes all the way up to 4XL. So that's the website. That's the 2 items that we are looking at today. All right, so now that we've looked at the website, and let me know what you think of the way that I'm doing the website bit now. I think it's a bit more relaxing for me, but hopefully I covered everything, so let me know if there's anything I missed and I can improve for the next review. Let's get into opening these. We'll start with the top, just making sure I've got the right bag. Okay, this one is the top, so let's go. Yeah! And here we are. Oh, you can smell the like new clothes smell. And there's a little bit of, there's usually like a little silica packet or something, so just make sure there's nothing of that. Yep, there it is, found it. I got some paper. I'll just set that aside. All right, here we go. Ooh, and the fabric, like straight away you notice the feel of it. Yeah, wow, so I'm trying to think of a way to describe the fabric, because it's really unexpected. Like, I've never had anything with this fabric style before. It feels like it's kind of thin, but it also has layers, and I think that's with some of the texture that you can see in there. So it's actually like got an outer layer, it seems, of like a very fine kind of mesh, and then underneath it has those, like those patterns are made by a sort of twisted kind of fabric, and then in the very middle layer, I think, yeah, it's got in the most inside layer, it has, see those lines going across. So it's like thin, but with 3 layers of thin things going on, and I think the middle layer is probably the thickest. But actually the outside layer also has some patterning a bit further. It's a bit hard to show you unless you can see it in real life, but yeah, the outside has some bits where it's not just that thin mesh. It's a really interesting fabric combination, and it feels different as well. So yeah, very hard to describe. I wish I could like send this through the camera so you could actually feel it. Yeah, it's nice. It's not overly soft, but it's not like heavy or scratchy, and yeah, wow, how do I wish I could just give this to you so you could feel this. Wow. Yeah, this is the hood section. Look how spacious that is. The other thing you notice when you take it out is the weight of these little things. So the decorations, they're actually like pretty solid, and you notice like the top is so light and breezy, and then you've got this weight down the bottom. It's an interesting contrast. Now, as for those decorative bits, there's 3 main bits. So there's this sort of plain bit, there's the skulls, and then there's the little claw hands. If you have a look a bit closer, so that's what that one looks like. It's just this sort of black metallic kind of tube. And then here we've got that skull, and it's actually like really cute. It's like a double-sided skull. And then we have 2 of these little hands, which I think we might have seen before on a zipper, maybe a while back. But yeah, and they're these sort of, whoops, if I'm getting them on camera, oh my gosh, getting used to a new phone. But yeah, no, the sort of black metallic, you know, very, very cool, very creepy. And then here we have that sort of spider web decorative bit, so that kind of just hangs off the main fabric. I think you can see, yeah, so my camera sort of emphasizes the difference between the 2 colors. They don't actually look that different in real life. I'm not sure how my camera is picking that up. But yeah, you can see that sort of contrast between the 2 things. And so just looking at it, so the main connection points for this decoration is along the side. It's connected all along there. And then this connection is at the sort of the bottom of the V-neck. And then underneath it's all sort of free-flowing. As for the feel of the decoration part, it's this sort of soft folded over material, and that goes all the way up and around the edges of the sleeve. So it's not like a ragged sleeve or anything. It's got that lining there. I guess the sort of more ragged part is actually around the hood. So there's this sort of seam that they've stitched around it, and then they've left a little bit extra for that raggedy, yeah, really cool kind of punk, messed up kind of vibe. I like that. As for the back, it's basically just fabric. Down the middle, there's another one of those seams with that same fabric as the decoration on the front. But yeah, it's mainly just the fabric as a panel, I guess. And then down the very bottom, we've got more of that raggedy edging that matches the hood. Now, one thing that I am noticing about this fabric is because it's thin and it's kind of see-through, so this is sort of the boob section, you are going to want to wear some kind of dark bra under this. I mean, you could wear a different color if you're trying to emphasize it, but I personally would probably go for black. Now, I don't have a good range of bras because, like, I'm not that much of a fan of them, but I think I should have like a black singlet top that we can pop on under there. Roughly around the shoulder area, if I can get my hand behind it. So that's about how much space you have to play with in terms of straps. So I think most of you, if you've got like bras with the thin strap, you should be able to hide that under there. Mine's a little bit chunkier, so we'll see how that goes. But yeah, that's probably worth knowing if you're planning to buy this and thinking of how you're going to wear it. Moving on to the shorts now. Let's open this one. Yeah. All right. Got some more tissue paper and another silica gel, so we'll put that away. Yoink! Alright, so straight away we've got a very different vibe because it's a very different fabric. As you can see, it's kind of shiny. Oh yeah, the shiny fabric has a bit of a texture. What I like is, like, I don't like that fully PVC kind of feel, and so this is actually quite nice. And then when you look on the inside, the lining is like, it doesn't feel like that at all. It actually feels much nicer. So I really like that they have that comfort kind of thing going on. And then yeah, here's that mesh panel, which connects to the leg strap, which is basically just mesh, but it does have a bit of a lining. It's a different kind of, like this lining is a bit different kind of fabric to what's used for the decoration on the top. But it's a similar thickness, so I think that'll actually kind of match. Ooh, and here's those bullet hole things. I mean, I don't know that you'd actually put little bullets in there, but yeah, it's kind of exciting to me. I mean, I wouldn't have known what it was supposed to be just looking, because it's never occurred to me to put something like that on an outfit. But yeah, I don't know. I guess if like if you wanted to be a little bit crazy at uni, like I might have been, you could put like pens and pencils in there. I don't know what would fit, but yeah, no, it could be kind of fun to like jazz that up with some accessories if you've got something that fits in there. And just in case you're wondering, so that leg strap actually does have 3 different size adjustments. So that's handy because we all have different size legs. So we'll see which one fits me in a bit. And that comes up here. And yeah, this would be the fake belt part. So you can adjust that to the size just on there. And then yeah, this bit. So it's not a detachable belt, but it does have more of that sort of real belt look. And then I think if you wanted to put an extra belt around it, like it actually does have these loops, but I think, you know, unless you actually needed it, probably better to just have that one belt bit. So yeah, that would be, I got it a little bit wrong when I was looking at the website. They're both kind of like a fake belt kind of thing, and then you've got the loops that would actually function for a real belt if you wanted to. And then yeah, here's the zip on the front, and I like that it's like a really solid zip. You know, sometimes you get clothes and it's like a weak zip and then it breaks after a while. This does not feel like one of those ones that'll break, and that's something I also like about Punk Rave Australia's stuff, is like it actually feels good to me. And it's got this backing on here behind the zip, so yeah, that's not going to be uncomfortable in any way. We've also got some pockets. Now they're not huge pockets, but it's always nice to have something like that just in case. And then there's the mesh pockets on the background, on the back side. Oh my god, my brain. But yeah, I mean, I don't know that you really want to be sitting on something in the back there, but hey, if you're just going out, like sometimes I just go out for a walk, don't want to take anything, can put my keys in there. Moving around to the side, here are those straps, and as you can see, it's that same sort of shiny fabric on the outside, but on the inside, it's this more matte, like you can see it's not shiny anymore. The feeling, like, to me, it feels like a bit like some of the jeans that I've tried on, but not that heaps denim kind of feeling. I'm sorry, I'm not great at knowing what fabrics are. But yeah, and then on the back, yes, that is a little D-ring. I'm not sure what you would put there. Although I do have this little fluffy tail thing, so if I was gonna go out in like, you know, little wolf mode or something, have some ears on, I could put my little tail there. Oh my gosh, I'm getting too many ideas already. So yeah, those are the shorts, and they're kind of tiny, hey, but I'm keen to try them on, and also the top, so I'm gonna get dressed, and we'll be back in a minute to do a twirl. Alright, here we are. This is the outfit on me. Now, I did put on a singlet top underneath that, and we'll talk about that in a moment, but for now I'm gonna do a twirl. I'll put my measurements on this side, and I'll put the top and the shorts on this side. Let's go for it. So I hope you enjoyed that twirl and how it looks on me. Now, as I did mention, I am wearing a singlet top underneath it. I did try it on first without it, and actually it's not too bad, like, because there's so much going on in the patterning, you don't really see too much through it. But I am a little bit anxious about those kinds of things. So I thought, yeah, I'll put on the singlet top underneath it, and yeah, it actually hides it quite well. But one thing to note is because on the back it comes in quite a lot, so you can actually see, yeah, where that strap goes. So I don't know if that really, you know, makes a difference though, because once you have the hood down, sorry, I'm just going to turn my back again. Once you have the hood down, you know, no one knows anyway. Just making my hair a little bit crazy. And then even with the hood up, you know, does anyone really care? Not really. Oh my God, it's so, it's such a big hood. So if you wanted to wear a big hairstyle, you know, you could hide that underneath that. Sometimes I do spike the back of my hair up, but yeah, no, I think that'd be a little bit too much. But yeah, look, you got so much space under here. I love that they have decent sized hoods, because there's been other brands I've bought stuff from and the hoods are actually quite tiny. So yeah, points to Punk Rave for that. So I guess while I'm talking about the hood, let's just focus on that and then we'll talk about the pants second. So yeah, with the hood, the sizing, absolutely perfect. Like the size charts at Punk Rave Australia, they're always so accurate, and I'm always like, yeah, just thrilled at how well they fit me. As for the fabric, well, so I'm wearing my own singlet top underneath, and it's quite a long singlet top, so I actually had to tuck it into the pants. And the only thing that's annoying about this outfit is my singlet top. There's like some little tags under there that I think I need to cut off. They're just itching me, and I'm like, what's that? It's my own singlet top. It's not the Punk Rave thing. Now, without the singlet top, the fabric was fine. I mean, I didn't really do much with it, to be able to tell you. I think I kind of prefer having a little bit extra under there just personally, but yeah, you could get away with wearing it without the singlet top if you're game enough for that. As I said, the fabric, the texture, you can't really see too much underneath, so that's good. But yeah, for that extra security, I personally would wear some kind of a bra underneath, and that's going to change the way that it feels. So yeah, there's not a lot of the fabric that's actually touching me, except maybe the hood, and yeah, I guess some bits along the back. I'm not noticing anything uncomfortable or itching. The fabric does feel a little bit different to what I'm used to, but otherwise, yeah, that's really good. Now, if you noticed the decorative things, they actually go like right down to my knees, the longest ones, and that is an unusual feeling, I've got to say, as you're walking along, like you're wearing this very light, flowy kind of sleeveless thing, and then you've got these rather heavy things, yeah, sort of around your knees. But I think the way it flows as you're walking, I mean, I don't know how much came across in my twirl, but yeah, it has its own kind of unique vibe as you're walking along, I guess, with that feeling. And then depending on what you're wearing, so like I'm wearing shorts right now and you've seen what that looks like, but I can also imagine if you were to wear a nice flowy skirt with this and you had those dangling bits, like that could be really interesting as well. And it could also be interesting to wear layers, because like here in Australia, we're heading into winter. There's still probably a few warm days where maybe I could get away with this, but I will be waiting to summer to get the most out of this outfit. But in the meantime, if you're wearing layers, like you could wear this, like, because it's stretchy and all that, you could probably wear this under something long sleeve if you wanted to. I don't really have time to play around and show you what that might look like, but yeah, I can see some ideas. And with that extra layering, like as a decoration going over some other outfit, that could be really fun. And yeah, I love how, I mean, they're so solid, that's why they're a little bit heavy. You don't want like some sort of cheap weightless plastic thing, so like this is some solid stuff. But yeah, it's a very different experience. Moving on to the pants, so as I mentioned previously, with the side panels, you don't want to wear like undies with really thick sides. And I have to say with this one, my undies are only just hidden, but that's why you wear black undies with these things just in case, because that is quite a big cutout along the side. And also the interesting thing about Punk Rave Australia's shorts is they sit quite high, like there is my belly button. And yeah, I usually wear stuff that's maybe a little bit lower in terms of pants. They don't come up that high usually. So if you're looking at them and you're like, oh, actually they kind of look a bit bigger, but no, they sit kind of high, and that's partly why you see so much leg and also why that cutout sits a bit higher. So yeah, be careful about which undies you're wearing underneath them. As for the size and fit though, like once again, I was really impressed with how well they fit me. And yeah, like because they do sit higher, I think that's why the zipper is longer than what I'm used to as well, because when you zip it up, like it actually hugs into your body. At first it kind of looks a little bit big, but yeah, once you zip it up, like it's really fits really well. And once again, I'm really impressed with the Punk Rave Australia size charts. So yeah, it fits around like without without feeling too tight or anything, and it just snugly onto my waist, and then it widens out for my hips, and it feels very secure. You know, like sometimes if you've ever had baggy pants and you worry that they're going to fall down and you feel like you need a belt, you really don't need that with this. So as we looked before, it has those extra belt loops. You are not going to need an extra belt for this because of the way that it shapes in. There's no risk of this falling down. Plus it's sitting quite high. So yeah, that's just this added level of security, I guess. Now, as for some other things in terms of sizing, so if I just grab the leg strap, here we are. I ended up putting that on the loosest setting. Now I got out my measuring tape, and so that's about 45 centimeters it was for me. And I mean, like I could go to that middle setting, but I just found it was a little bit tight, and you know, in terms of the way it hugs your leg, it did give me a little bit of a bulge there, and I was like, yeah, that's not very pretty. So I put it on the loosest setting. I think for me, maybe if there was one like in between a little bit, it might be better though, because when it's on the loosest setting, it does, well, I don't know, I haven't worn it enough to see, but it did feel a bit like, you know, instead of sitting completely straight, it might fall down a bit. So maybe, you know, something slightly in between, but yeah, no, actually on that loosest setting, it's the most comfortable for me. Yeah, trying it a little bit tighter, I just didn't feel it was the right look, and yeah, it does hug quite a bit. So the loosest setting for me was about 45 centimeters around. Now keep in mind, I'm wearing the small size of shorts, so I don't know what the measurements are if you're extra small or going up to one of the larger sizes. I'm sure they adjust that, but I guess if you were really concerned, you could send an email just to find out exactly what that measurement is. It sort of sits about maybe halfway down my thigh, if that helps as a reference. Yeah, so that's that. Also the leg holes. So when I'm standing up, that's fine. I notice when I sit down and I'm cross-legged, which isn't how I would usually sit, but also when I was just sort of like testing sitting like as if you would sit on a chair, I did notice they kind of bite into my thighs just a little bit, but if you just pull it up slightly, especially those little side straps, then it becomes very comfortable. So that's just maybe one little thing to keep in mind, is those leg holes. When you're standing's perfect, it's just when you sit down that maybe you want to sort of wiggle them around a bit to get the best comfort from it. As for the fabric on the pants, I have absolutely no complaints. It feels really comfortable and really well done. Now, to be fair, I have tucked in my singlet top underneath, so I'm not feeling that edge, and then you've got your undies underneath. But the parts that are contacting my skin, there's no itchy bits, there's no like bits sticking out. It feels really good. The fabric's really nice. So yeah, I've got no complaints there. It actually feels really nice on me. So yeah, I guess that's all I have to say in terms of the size, the fit, the fabric, how it feels for both of the items. As for how it looks, like, I think it's really cute. Like, it does have that sort of night elf, like I can see what they're going for it. And also the military watcher shorts, like I guess I can get a bit of that military vibe. I mean, apart from the little bullet holder things, and I did a little demo of me putting a little pencil in there, which I'll just play here. But yeah, no, I think it's really cute. And like with the night elf thing, so like what's an elf? Maybe you think they're kind of delicate, but with this, you kind of have that combo of like, yeah, the delicate sort of fabric and the hood and the look of it and the dangly decoration bits. But the combination with the shorts, I think also brings out that darker, you know, like, yes, I'm an elf, but don't mess with me kind of vibe. Yeah, I think that's really cool, and I think really good outfit for summer, because like, yes, it's this sort of sleeveless design, but I think for me personally, like, because it does cover you up a bit more, I probably would feel more confident wearing this compared to the one I did last year, which is a really cool outfit, but it does show a lot more skin, like even up top, you know, yes, down bottom, but also up top. And so I think for me, this is probably one that I would wear more. I would still wear the other one, like on those warm days where you want to be getting a bit more air in. But I think for my vibe, as someone who's perhaps not that adventurous in terms of showing skin, like this one works really well for me. Yeah, I feel really comfortable in it. And yeah, I just wish there was more warm weather coming up so I could go out more now. But you know, I'll be patient. Summer is coming up and hopefully there'll be more things to do as, you know, life gets back on track with the way last year was. Oh my gosh, I didn't get to go many places looking amazing at all. But with the world all coming back online, yeah, I'm excited to sort of get out with this and show it off. All right, so I think that's everything. Yeah, the whole experience has been really great. So the shipping was fast, the designs are really interesting, they feel good, they fit nicely, the size charts are accurate. So yeah, I'm really happy with this. I think at the beginning I might have forgotten to mention that this is a gift, so I'll edit in something. But yeah, just to let you know, this was a gift. I didn't pay for these items, but Punk Rave Australia have been really generous to send me these things. But I always give you like my honest review, my honest opinion. Another thing I've got to mention that's a little bit different this time. So if you remember in the past, there used to be discount codes. What they're doing now is instead of you having to remember a code and put it in at checkout and all that jazz, what they're doing this time is once this review goes live on the Punk Rave Australia channel, and shortly after it'll be live on my own channel, once it goes live for 30 days, there'll be an automatic discount on both of these items of about 20%, so you don't need to add anything. I think, as far as I understand, the discount goes through when you go to the checkout and it automatically applies. Of course, if you have any issues with the discount situation, you can always send a message to customer service and they'll be able to help you with that. But yeah, I think that's an easier way to do it rather than you having to remember which codes to use for which things. So yeah, hopefully that helps some of you guys out. So as usual, I'd like to thank Punk Rave Australia for sending me these items, for contacting me again after the way last year was. I'm so glad to get back on track with these reviews and I'm excited for the ones that are coming up. If you enjoyed these videos, please click the like button, leave us a comment if you've got any feedback, share it with your friends, maybe they'll be interested in some of these items. Yeah, what is it? Like, share, comment, subscribe to the Punk Rave Australia channel if you want more reviews. There's also a few different reviewers. I'm not sure who's coming back after the break from last year, but yeah, have a look at that channel and you'll see a few different things, also like older items if you're interested in that. You can also subscribe to my channel. My channel is a bit chaotic, but I've got, you know, these reviews. I've also got like some music. I've also got just some ramble vlogs if that's what you're into, but it is chaos. So if you're interested in the fashion, like mainly, I would recommend subscribing to the Punk Rave Australia channel because there will be at least 3 more reviews coming up from me. In any case, thank you all for watching and I will see you next time for this one. And this one is going to be much more wintry, I think, and I'm super excited because look at the size of this. So I hope you'll all be back for the next review when we open this and see what it is. Bye for now, guys.